Hi everyone, we're back for lesson number 2. Today I'm going to show you how to double crochet, which is super simple, very similar to the single crochet. And again, I'm going to show you how to start off with your slip knot. Some people use their hook, some people start off with more of a magic ring type thing. That's how I do it. You can find what works best for you. And again, I'm having trouble working through my camera here, so you just have to give me a second. Okay, so normal, like we chain, okay? We're going to chain just 10. So 1, yarn over, pull through, 2, yarn over, pull through, 3, yarn over, pull through, 4, and you're going to have to adjust your fingers, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And my yarn has a little bit of sparkle in it, so sometimes I'll grab that and it might mess me up. But this is Red Heart. I think it's Red Heart. Pretty sure it's Red Heart from Walmart. Not very expensive, but it's really soft, amazingly, even with the sparkle in it. I've made fingerless gloves with this and ear warmers and whatnot. I did just add on 2 more because I just remembered when you do a double crochet, normally single crochet, you go into like the second one from the hook. This one, we're going to go into the third. 1, 2, 3. To do double crochet, you're going to yarn over. We're going to go into that loop there. Yarn over, pull through. So now we have 3 loops on the hook, okay? We're going to yarn over, pull through 2. So now you still have 2 on there, yarn over, pull through the other 2. That is a double crochet. So now technically you have 2. You got the chain that became a double crochet and a double crochet. So if you're ever doing work, make sure to always check your pattern, and it will say if the double crochet or the first stitch or whatever counts as a stitch. A lot of times, anything over a single crochet will be counted as a stitch. Single crochets, your chain, turning chain, will not be counted as a stitch a lot of times. You can pull through 2 and pull through 2. And sorry, I'm talking and not teaching. So yarn over, find that next one, go through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, insert, pull through, 3 on, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Again, yarn over. I'm just going to kind of work these. I'm just going to go nice and slow so you can follow me. Your single crochet and double crochet are probably the 2 that you will use the absolute most. Okay. Again, if anybody has a stitch that they have been introduced to that they don't know how to do, let me know and I can do a tutorial on it. If you're working on a pattern that you are just stuck on a line, let me know. I'll have you send me a picture of the pattern where you're stuck at, and I'll do a tutorial for you and we'll post it because trust me, if you're having trouble, somebody else is having trouble. Okay, so there's our row, and you'll see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because remember I added on 2 extras. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we are going to turn. Now, what I was doing is just counting. These are easy to count because you can count the whole stitch, or you can just count the V's on top, okay? But when you turn, your pattern will tell you either chain 2 or chain 3. Most commonly, it's chain 3. Sometimes, depending on the pattern, I will chain 2 to keep this a little tighter on top, on the edge, but it just depends. But we just chain 3. Let me do that again because I did that while I was talking. Okay. Slip in. Okay, chain 3, yarn over and pull through 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to turn. Okay, so this is considered our first one. So I'm not going to crochet into this V here. We're going to go to the next one, okay? Because I'm going to count the double crochet as a stitch. And you're going to go through, okay? And the next one. So is that little hole right up underneath these two, this V on top. Now, if your pattern says double crochet into the front loop, you see the V, the one facing you is your front loop. The one facing away from you is the back loop. So you would just yarn over, and you're going to slip in so you only pick up one loop instead of two loops. But I'm just going to do normal today. But I figure I'd mention that while we're doing this because, well, it all kind of plays together. Yarn through, pull through. And I'm going to give you a little caveat here. Half double crochet. Yarn over, and go through, and you end up with the 3. But instead of just drawing through 2, we're going to draw through all 3 of them. And it's going to give you kind of like a stitch somewhere between a single crochet and a double crochet height-wise. I always like to give it a little push down afterwards to kind of tighten it up. And one more. A lot of times if your pattern is doing half double crochets, it's going to tell you to chain 2 on your turn. But again, just always read the pattern and you can always adjust. Now here we are at the end. See how it kind of bumps out here? That's because this chain needs to be worked. And it's always the fun one to try to get. You want to make sure you try to get 2 loops on top. So otherwise it'll look loose and sloppy. Okay? So now there you can see the difference. This is the double crochet. This is the half double crochet over here. See the height difference? Super simple. Very easy to do. Just take your time. I am far from a fast crocheter. I do this better than knitting, but I enjoy all the different things that you can create and make. And after your work is done, usually you will block it. Some things I block, some things I don't block. But you see here how I did the 3 on the end, and you see how that's kind of loose. So a lot of times I do 2 on a chain, even for a double crochet. I mean, if you do 1 for a single, 2 for a double, 3 for a triple. Triple crochets are where you are going to go through 4 loops, I think, if I remember correctly. Because you're going to have the loop on there, and you're going to literally go around twice, insert, and I'm just going to kind of do something funky off the side here. And you go 2, 2, and 2 to create a triple or treble crochet. It depends on who's writing it, how they say it. But anyways, again, if anybody has any questions, you have a pattern you have questions on, you want me to do a certain stitch, please let me know. I will be posting this on TikTok and YouTube, so you can watch it on either location. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a great day. Stay warm, be nice to everyone around you, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.